What's up, Ashley? This video's for you, girl. Ha ha! Woo! So, I've been thinking about that booty and all of its glory. All of it. I mean, all of it. Goddamn. So, since you're like part Native American, I picture you, right, in a booty scenario. And here it is. You're doing you're out in your yard, you're doing some kind of, you know, Native American ritual, you know, praying for rain or cock. I don't know what you're praying for. Probably cock, but or is it fire water? Is that what your people wanted all the time? Is that what took you down? Whiskey? Really? We got America away from you people for whiskey. Anyway, you're out there, you're doing your ritual, right? And then you're doing your ritual so well. It pleases your ancestor spirit so much that a time warp opens, right? In the middle of wherever you are, and you fucking get sucked through a time portal, okay? And you get sent back to the time of your ancestors. You're like in legit Indian times, like I'm talking like late 1700s, early 1800s, whatever. And all the Native Americans are inside, right? But you happen to appear right beside the chief's tent, the chief of the tribe, and he hears you because when you come through the time portal, you fart really loud, and it's a thunderous disturbance. And so the chief, he's like, "Whoa!" Oh, right? That's what you hear, and he comes out of the tent, and he fucking scans the horizon, and he's like, "What the fuck was that, man?" Except in whatever language he would have spoken. And then he sees you, and he's like, "Oh, this is strange. A strange person, obviously not of my time." He thinks he's having some kind of trippy ass, vision. Then he sees your butt, and he is fucking devastated. He comes out of the tent and he sees your butt, and he's just like, right? And then you're like, "Hi," right? And then he's like, and so he decides to like sound an alarm call, and a bunch of Indians run out and they see you, and everybody sees your butt, and they're just astonished because in their lore, right, in their mythology, it was foretold that one day the big booty one would come, would appear. The big booty one would come, and there you are. You came, right? And so they're trying to figure out what the fuck to do. They don't know if your butt's a threat to them because of its sheer size. They don't know if they should worship your butt as a goddess, as the incarnation of their great gods, or if they should just fucking kill you and do stuff to your butt when you're dead. Anyway, while they're deciding what to do with you, they fucking come at you like to get you, and it freaks you out. And so you try to run, which is stupid because your butt's gonna get in the way, right? So you start running, and your fucking butt is like just pounding, right? It's just like it's fucking just it's going, it's galloping, and it starts to move faster than you're running, right? And so it throws you off balance, and you fall to the ground, and they all fucking laugh at you, which is fucking embarrassing because here's your ancestors, right? And they're fucking laughing at you because you tripped over your own booty. Anyway, one of the Indians gets you, and he fucking drags you by your feet over to a post they have, and he fucking ties you up. He ties your hands up to the pole. You're like facing against the pole, so your butt's like facing them. And they've formed like a semicircle around you, and they've gotten neighboring tribes to come in and witness this crap, just because it's so fucking baffling to everyone. You've got fucking little girls and women crying over in the corner because of how insanely big your butt is. They know they can't compete. They can obviously tell that you have the ability to produce multitudes of children with those kind of hips. And so they have you tied up, and they're still a little afraid, right, of your butt, because I mean it's just there, and it's still it hasn't settled down from its jiggling from when you were running away earlier. And so the bravest of the young warrior lads, he goes at it with a stick at first. He like pokes your butt, and he gets back really fast because he doesn't know what's gonna happen. I mean, it's pretty smart that he had a stick. I just don't think he could find a stick long enough. But anyway, then another guy comes up, and he decides he's gonna be braver than the bravest guy. I don't know how that happens. I guess your butt inspired him. Anyway, he comes up and he just fucking slaps your butt. He just slaps it. And you're tied up to the pole, and he slaps your butt so hard you start rocking around the pole because you're being drugged by the weight of your butt, right? And so they understand by this point that maybe your butt is not something to fear. Maybe it's okay. Maybe they can form a relationship with your butt. And so the chief decides that it's worth further inspecting to appreciate the holy sanctity that is your butt, Ashley. And so the chief fucking walks up to your butt, right? And he stands before it, and he turns around and he looks at his people, and he tells them all that he will now look inside to determine the future of the clan, the future prosperity, all the good things that can happen will be foretold in the depths of your butt. So he walks up to you, and he very aggressively puts one hand on either cheek. Well, puts one hand on either cheek, and he just fucking gets in there like this, right? He's fucking in there, right? And then he starts to open your butt for everyone to see what's going on. And when he does this, he doesn't see what he hoped to. He doesn't see all the hope and happiness that he had wished for his people. Instead, he opens your butt. And that's the story of how your butt went back in time and killed your own people. You are a time traveling genocidal maniac, Ashley Bozeman. And something needs to be done. Something needs to be done about that booty girl.